All right, I'm back. I went ahead and covered my brows and shaved off camera because that's not exciting. So I'm gonna go ahead and first throw on a new brow. I just used the Anastasia Dip Brow in dark brown. Okay, so that's the basic shape of the brows done. Number one, I'll never have my brows even because I'm not that kind of girl and I'm not actually talented at all. So yeah, this is what we're gonna get, and then I'll go ahead and fill them in, and then we will clean them up with foundation. So I feel like I'm notoriously not good at brows. So I have to really focus to get them to even look kind of good. So just say a prayer, go in, take my time, and hope for the best, honestly. Okay, now I'm gonna go ahead and set under the brow just with my highlight powder. Okay, cool. Now ready to go onto the eyes. So basically for this look, she just has big blown out pink eyes. It's nothing really crazy. So I'm gonna start by just throwing in a little transition shade. I'm gonna use Cake Mix from the Jeffree Star Blood Sugar palette. So now I'm just grabbing this pink right here from the James Charles palette. I honestly don't know what any of the colors are called, but it's just this very pale pastel pink. So next we're gonna go in with the real hot pink. And for that, I'm going to dip into Cavity from the Blood Sugar palette again, of course. So what's new? I feel I literally haven't uploaded a video to my YouTube channel in a year. Y'all, it's been crazy. Things have been wild. I started a new job and it's an amazing job. I love the job so much. It's very demanding and requires a lot of business travel, which is cute. But it definitely interferes with being able to do things like this. So I'm gonna throw a tiny bit of purple just in the outer corner for some definition. But that is pretty much it, y'all. Okay, now I'm gonna go ahead and just dip into some of this white and throw on a brow highlight. All right, that's pretty much the eyes done. I'll come back and do my liner, lashes, all that stuff later. But for now, I'm gonna move into the skin. All right, I'm gonna go to prep my skin now. I just used the e.l.f. Poreless Putty Primer. Okay, once I got that primer all on, then I go ahead and color correct. I use the LA Girl Pro Conceal. And then because I'm gay and tired, I put it under my eyes too. Okay, then I just lightly, okay. Then I just set this, it's not really setting it. It's just making sure that it's not tacky. So when you put your foundation over it, that your foundation doesn't mix with it and turn orange, Because that's not really adorable.
Unless it's the look you're going for, then go obsessed.
Okay, work. So all color corrected. So one thing that I do very differently now is I started using liquid foundation, which I always swore up, down, left, right that I would never use liquid foundation until my good sisters, Mila Sky and Lucy Paradisco, turned me onto it. And they're like, bitch, just try it once, you're gonna live. So I started using the Morphe foundation. So it's liquid, full coverage, and dries matte. It is tea. I always used to have problems with my foundation, cracking and creasing, and I would get super greasy after about like 2 hours of being in face. And with this shit, like this stuff stays all night. So I'm gonna go ahead and lay this down. The only thing that I don't love about it is that since it does dry down, you have to work pretty quickly. That is one big difference, I would say. Like when I used to use the Krylon TV paint sticks, you can do everything and just let it sit as long as you need to blend it out, and then it's not gonna set until you set it with powder. Whereas if you're using something that's gonna set by itself, you have to kind of work against the clock to get it all blended before it sets. So I do still use my Krylon TV paint stick in a couple areas. I use it when I cover the brow, and then I use it to cover like around my mouth, my beard area. Okay, sorry, this hat has to go. And this hair is really doing something. Ooh, I'm looking at the monitor, bitch. I look like rainbow sherbet. Do you say sherbet or sherbet? I think it's sherbet, but everybody says sherbet. Okay, sorry. The hat, she had to go. Comment and let me know if you know where that is from. I'm sorry, she had to go. It's very on brand for this video. So since we're doing a Gaga look, I guess I'll talk about my history as a little monster. So I heard Just Dance on the radio, and I was like, oh, this is cute, like a cute little pop moment, whatever, like my gay ass liked it. But I wasn't like, oh my God, obsessed, like I wasn't standing, right? Well, so I grew up in Alaska, and there's not a lot of stuff to do if like to go out or whatever if you're not 21. But there was an under 21 strip club called Club Sinrock, and we would all get drunk in my truck. Yeah, because I drove a truck, so I was like very bro. So yeah, we would all get drunk off like Bacardi Big Apple, and then we would go into the strip club. It was tea, whatever. And this stripper came out, and she was so hot. Her name was Brooklyn, and I don't know why I remember this from a million years ago, literally like over 10 years ago. But yeah, she came out, she was so hot. Obviously I was super gay, but I was like a little confused right now, you know, she was super hot. And she was dancing to Love Game. And I was like, what the fuck is a disco stick? Like, I mean, I knew what it was, but I was like, I don't know. This song, I was just like, okay, I'm fucking hooked. Who sings this song? So I went up to the stripper afterwards, and she wouldn't tell me who sang the song unless I gave her money, which, I mean, capitalism, you know, get your life, girl. So I gave her, I don't know, probably like $10 or something. And she was like, oh, it's Lady Gaga. I was like, no, the girl that sings Just Dance. And she was like, yep, that's the hoe. So immediately went and downloaded the Fame. And the rest was history. I immediately became so obsessed. And every single song, obviously, bop
After bop after bop.
and I just became super obsessed. And that was that. And then of course, living in Alaska, there was like no big names come up there to do concerts, like at all. So I was always like so bummed because I was like, I had never been like obsessed with an artist like I was with Gaga. And so I was like, oh my God, I really, like, I have to see her live. I have to see her in concert. And I knew there was no way that was happening in Alaska. So my boyfriend at the time was a flight attendant. And so he was working back and forth between Seattle and Anchorage in Alaska. And he was like, oh, we'll just use the buddy pass. We'll fly down and we'll go see her in concert. And I was like, work. This was Born This Way ball. So we went down and watched the concert at the Tacoma Dome. And it was absolutely tea, obviously. And it was amazing. We got in line at like, I want to say 5 a.m. And it was winter. in Tacoma, Washington. So it was like 30 degrees. It was very cold, but we made it work, you know? And thinking back, my poor ex-boyfriend, you know, really was a trooper, because he was not living for Miss Gaga like I was. And he really stood outside with me and waited in the freezing cold at like 5 a.m. So, yeah, wherever he is, Godspeed. Warm wishes. Best wishes. Best wishes, warmest regards. You know? So then after Monster Ball, the next tour was Art Rave. And I went to Art Rave here in Seattle at Key Arena. And unfortunately, that was one that got rescheduled when Miss Thing got bronchitis. We got in line, I think the night before. And then the show it was like an hour before the show was supposed to start or something like that, very close. And she tweeted and said she's gonna have to cancel. And then they came out and told us, we're sorry guys, blah, blah, she has to reschedule. So she rescheduled and then came back, I want to say like 2-ish months later. And that was when I had decided to actually go in full drag. And from that point on, I will never see Gaga not in drag ever again. And I did Seashell Girl. So I have my garden panty, my seashell bikini, it was tea. Since we were like so early in line, we got to be front row, and I have a video of this. If I can find it, I'll insert it like here, somewhere. I don't know if I can find it, but there's a video from the concert where during Bad Romance, Gaga's doing the choreo for Bad Romance and I'm doing it with her, and she literally stops the song and was like, I see you, Seashell Girl, you look so beautiful. And I lost my shit because Lady fucking Gaga told me that I look beautiful. So yeah. Okay, so now that I have the base and the highlight down, I'm gonna go ahead and throw on the contour. Okay, that's foundation done. I'm gonna go ahead and set that with powder. Even though technically all of these liquids do dry down to a matte finish, I'm gonna set them for extra coverage and just to blend everything out and make sure it doesn't go anywhere. Okay, so that's everything set. At this point, I don't really let this like bake, like sit on. I just set everything, dust it off, and then I'll go back through and put my baking powder on. But I feel like when I leave this on for too long, it just dries my skin out too much. It gets a little crazy. Oh no. Y'all can't see, but I'm wearing my favorite gym shorts and now there's coty powder all over them. Whew. Okay, now it's time to add some color back into this face. So I'm just now noticing that the contour concealer that I used, the NYX Can't Stop Won't Stop in Mocha, is definitely not a dark enough contour, so I'm gonna have to go ahead and get one that's a little bit darker, but you know, you live, you learn, right? Am I right, ladies? So who got tickets to the Chromatica Ball? There's only like 6 tour dates. I don't know. So I was gonna try to get a ticket for the show in Chicago, And I only ever do, like, I'll do general admission, but I'll do the VIP general admission so I can get early entry, because I feel like that is the only way you're gonna get front row. Yeah, so like I set my alarm, woke up, logged in, used pre-sale code. They were talking about $555, and I was not interested in making a monetary investment of that magnitude, you know? I was saying I was gonna draw the line at like 400. I feel like in the past it's always been like 260 or 300 or something. I don't feel like it's ever been this much. It's fucking crazy. So I did not get a ticket. And then by the time I decided like, okay, well maybe I'll just go ahead and do just like regular general admission, sold out. So I'm not gonna be going. Hopefully she adds more tour dates, or she's gonna do something else. I don't know. I don't know what mom is doing. Certainly disappointed that I'm not gonna get to go. You know? All right. Let's contour this nose. Sorry if this is loud, like on the microphone. All my brushes are right here, and I can't find anything basically because, I'll tell you, the reason I can't find anything is because I am not an organized person. Work. Okay, now I'm gonna go ahead and do under the eyes. I'm basically just gonna match it with what is on top. Okay, now I'm gonna go ahead and throw on just a little bit of eyeliner off camera. I'm not gonna do a wing or anything. I'm just gonna add some darkness there so my lashes will blend in. And I'm gonna do mascara, and I will be right back. All right, I'm back. I threw on some liner and some mascara. Now I'm gonna go ahead and touch up my brows just because they tend to get a little bit washed out once you set everything with powder and all of that. So I will just take like my angle brush and then I use this shade right here from the James Charles palette. And I just go in and get that brow snatched. Okay, bam, brows done. Back in business. Now I'm gonna go ahead and throw some glue on my lashes, and then I'll do my lips while that glue is drying. Yeah, so I'm just trying to fix this lash because I closed it in my container and it's a little like, so if I can't get it back and the final look has one lash that's a little bit wonky, don't be a hater, okay? Okay, so now it's time for lips. Of course, I'm gonna do a pink lip with this look. I'm gonna line my lips with Magenta Lip Liner by MAC, and then I'm gonna go in with Jeffree Star Cosmetics in Watermelon Soda. So low-key, high-key, I'm really bad at lips. Like, honestly, probably just like stop watching this video. Do not take advice from me at all. I am terrible with lips. So I just try to like go slow, take my time, constantly be like evaluating where I'm drawing everything and hope for the best, I guess. I don't know if anybody has like a secret or like a trick to getting your lips even and like the right shape and everything, let a bitch know, because lips are real hard. Oh my god, if I was actually like a YouTuber, there'd be so many videos of like Deja Nouveau, Dan the Most, trying to get their lips even for 10 minutes straight. Okay, I feel like that is the shape that we're getting, ladies and gentlemen. That's what's happening, so. All right, those are the lips pretty much done. I might fine tune, tweak a little bit here, clean up with concealer, whatever. So I'll go ahead and do that. I will throw on my lashes and I will be right back. All right, so this is pretty much everything done as far as just like the face goes. At this point, I would usually start piling on highlighter, but we're not doing that this time. I am going to grab my lash glue wherever it is, somewhere in a far off land. And I'm gonna start applying these foil appliques on my face because that's what Gaga has in the video. So I'm gonna go grab my glue and start gluing these on my face. Okay, so the first one I'm gonna do is the circle that goes right in the middle. Kind of like, boop. Now hers has like the chromatic, like the heart with the circle and stuff. I do not have a Sharpie to write on this, and I tried using eyeliner and stuff and it would not work. So that's that. Sorry about that. Next is the chin, and this just kind of like comes up and is like there, I guess. All right, it's kind of hard to talk, so I feel like this one is gonna fall off. But these are the appliques glued on. This, I have a little bit of lash glue peeking out right here. I'm gonna wait for that to completely dry and then just pull it up with tweezers. But other than that, I'm gonna go ahead and throw on my wig and my costume, and I will be right back. All right, so this is the final look. I'm really happy with how it turned out, actually. I was a little bit unsure exactly like what direction I was going to go, if I wanted to do like an actual recreation or an inspired by, and I think I did kind of like a little mixture of both. I had a blast putting this look together. It was really fun. I felt super inspired when I first saw the video, and I couldn't wait to sit down, turn the camera on, get out my makeup, and put this together. So the wig I'm wearing is actually styled by my friend Kara Sutra. She is an amazing hairstylist. She does wigs, she does makeup, she does everything. I'll link her information down below. And yeah, she really turned this look out for me. Yeah, I'm good. All right, well, thank you so much for watching, everybody. I really appreciate it, and don't forget to like and subscribe. All right, well, that's it for this time. Thank you so much for watching, everybody, and until next time, I'll see you later. Bye.